I'm Tory Martindale. I'm the executive chef at the Four Seasons Resort in Whistler, British Columbia. We're going to make one of my favorite dishes I love to make, heirloom tomatoes with fresh basil from the Urban Cultivator and burrata cheese. It's going to be awesome. All right, so we got these beautiful heirloom tomatoes, which we got from a local provider in Pemberton called Root Down Farms. They're an awesome variety. They're sweet tomato. And we also have an awesome cheese that we got from Golden Ears Cheese in Maple Ridge. It's a burrata cheese. It's a soft mozzarella cheese that has a cheese curd inside of it. I've also got some tomatoes that I've confit really lightly with some fresh herbs, shallots, garlic, bay leaf, just in extra virgin olive oil in the oven for a short period of time so they're nice and soft and delicious. First we're going to take the tomatoes. We're going to slice up the tomatoes in a multitude of different ways. So we're going to do a little bit of a carpaccio style. We're going to do some in kind of a chunky style, just for effect, because you like to have a lot of different elements to your plate. Fantastic. I'm going to use fresh basil out of the cultivator. What I like about the fresh basil out of the cultivator, the flavors are so much more intense because they still have the root stock attached to them. So very simple dish, but very beautifully flavored. So we're going to take a little bit of the basil just to marinate the tomatoes and to marinate the burrata. Finely chop them. And then we're going to toss them up with fresh cracked pepper, extra virgin olive oil. And this just keeps all the flavors really natural. We'll put a little extra virgin olive oil into the buffalo mozzarella, some fresh cracked pepper, the fresh basil, and that's just going to be a little bit of a marinade on the cheese. You can see the cheese is uber soft, very soft cheese, very delicate cheese. Same situation with the tomatoes. We're just going to marinate them. Again, extra virgin olive oil, salt, fresh cracked pepper. And all of these ingredients come together to just make an incredible array of sweet tomatoes, the soft, pungent mozzarella with the really aromatic basil. There's no real rules to plating. You just kind of put it on there till it feels good. It feels right, as chefs like to say. And the burrata is super strong flavored, so we're only going to use half of it for a portion. And that's just going to go awesome with those tomatoes and the fresh basil. We also have an aged sherry and maple vinegar that we've been aging since February, but now it's summertime, it's just perfect to go with these heirloom tomatoes. And then just to finish that beautiful bit off, you know, put a couple of notes of excitement on there just to give a little more dimension. And we just touch up a couple of spots with a nice olive oil poached tomatoes. So you got the fresh tomato, you got the soft herb tomatoes that you poached. Finish it with a little bit of fresh sea salt, a little bit of cracked pepper. The salt and pepper go so well with tomatoes and basil. And a couple of fresh sprigs of the basil just to garnish it. And there you have it. Fresh heirloom tomato salad with olive oil confit poached tomatoes, fresh basil, and burrata cheese marinated with olive oil and fresh basil.